So growing up as a kid, one of my favorite bands is Journey. I love Journey. Steve Perry, probably the greatest rock and roll singer ever. What an amazing singer. What an amazing vocalist. Um, and very successful. What a successful band. Unfortunately, something happened. I never really quite understood it in the late 90s, where Steve Perry had to have some kind of surgery and couldn't complete, the tour. And I don't know exactly. They seem to have some sort of a falling out, some disagreements. I mean, only very little was made public. Bottom line is that Steve Perry had a falling out with Journey. And, I don't want to be in the band, or they didn't want him in the band. Who knows? But that was it. And Journey went on without Steve Perry. They got Arnell, tremendous vocalist. I mean, listen, he is. We have to give credit where credit's due. I didn't think there was anyone else in the world that could sound like Steve Perry. Arnell certainly comes close. He's an amazing singer. But now, years and years later, we're in the year 2022 going into 2023. Neil Sean, the lead guitarist of Journey, and Jonathan Cain, one of my favorite piano players in the world. Love Jonathan Cain. They're the two bosses, I guess you could say, of Journey right now. They run Journey. Neil Sean's the manager, and Jonathan Cain is the partner with Neil Sean of Journey for all business related decisions. So Neil Sean noticed a lot of things which he was shocked about in Journey was not trademarked. Like just to give an example, like the title "Don't Stop Believing." I mean, come on now, how popular is that song? Right, one of the most popular songs ever written. It was used as the theme song in The Sopranos. So it just came to Neil Sean's attention. What are we, nuts? Like, I mean, people are using this stuff, could be selling it, whether it be whatever it is, T-shirts, mugs, whatever the case may be. But the thing is, without our cut, we want our cut. We want to make money. We made these songs famous, rightfully so. I agree. I agree with Neil Sean. This is their copyrighted material, and they should have a trademark. And it's actually quite shocking that they never did. If you want me to tell you the truth, I'm a little shocked over it. But anyway, who knows exactly what goes on behind closed doors? Apparently, Neil Sean and Steve Perry were on a phone call discussing this matter, discussing not discussing music or anything else. Excuse me, discussing business in terms of that. So, in other words, Neil Sean was open with Steve Perry, from what I understand. Listen, but again, we don't know. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And from what I'm reading, Neil Sean wanted everyone who were the founding members of Journey to benefit from these trademarks, including Steve Perry. Not really sure what happened, because we don't know. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Steve Perry decided to file a lawsuit against the lead guitarist Neil Sean and keyboardist Jonathan Cain. For, I guess the lawsuit is that either he didn't give his consent, for Neil Sean and Jonathan Cain to obtain these trademarks, or in terms of his financial interest in these trademark deals, he doesn't agree to it. He feels maybe it's too low. He wants it upped. So, I mean, these guys got tons of money, right? But it's still their property. I don't know how to feel about this. Listen, Steve Perry was a very big part of Journey's success, and I feel that Steve Perry should be an equal partner. I mean, this is just my opinion. He made these songs famous. He, in a lot of cases, co-written the songs. It was his voice that made these songs so magical. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Arnell, but Steve Perry, and he was the founding member, and he made these songs famous. So if Neil Sean, and again, this is all alleged. Understand, I am not saying that Neil Sean is doing this, but there has to be a reason for the lawsuit, right? If Neil Sean is trying to undercut Steve Perry, in other words, giving him a less of a percentage, then I think Steve Perry has every right to sue them. After all, he made the songs famous. He's a founding member. It was his voice. It was his performances. It was his recordings that made Journey who they are today. And if if Neil Sean is underpaying him, that's not right. But again, I have to say it's all alleged because I have no idea what's going on behind closed doors. I mean, but why would he sue, right? There has to be a reason. Like if Steve Perry was getting, equal interest and everything was all honorable and discussed between them, then he would have no reason to sue. So the only thing I could assume, and I have to say alleged, is that Neil Sean and Jonathan K. maybe were giving Steve Perry a less percentage because maybe he's not an active member of the band. He's not, performing anymore with them. He's not recording with them anymore. So maybe in their minds, they feel he's entitled to less. And I completely 100% disagree. He is Steve Perry. He was the founding member. It was his voice, his magic, his talent that made Journey who they are today. Certainly deserves an equal share of the trademarks. But again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a band member of Journey, so this is not my decision. And of course, all of this is alleged because I can't confirm it, but I'm just reporting it. So let's see what happens with that. Don't stop believing, Steve Perry.